owns a business and he wants to start a business? Who is ready to do a startup? Okay, cool. Would I sound crazy if I said that in the last 100 days, Funderbear has helped 53 business owners access a total of 14.83 million rand. That's an average of 279,000 rand per business. Manufacturing, healthcare, agriculture, retail, logistics, but it hasn't always been this good. I started my first business at 18 years old, and I sunk every single last drop of my college savings into exporting products from China, electronic car products, to the US. And after losing 120,000 rand, that stock arrived at the port, and we got hit by Donald Trump with a 36,000 rand tax bill with money that we did not have. And that was the first time I took bridging finance. We used that finance to pay off the tax bill, get our stock into Amazon, and ultimately make sales. This was years ago, my brother and I. After 4 years spending time in retail and manufacturing and working with logistics companies, I realized that South Africa, unlike America, has got a big constraint, and that is access to funding. In the US, a startup can get funding, mature businesses can get funding, you can get large grants all the way up to $500,000. That doesn't exist in South Africa. So what I've built is Funderbear. We operate similar to Uber, the way that Uber doesn't own their cars. We don't own the capital. But when you call it Uber, it arrives on time and it takes you from where you are to where you want to be. And that's what Funderbear does. So I've built an educational brokerage, and it's been going very, very well. It's been incredible to see businesses of all sizes grow, mature, and use debt to acquire assets that produce revenue and create jobs and opportunities. Now, who here has heard of a combat sport called karate? Has any of you heard of karate? Okay, so in karate there's a belt system. We all know white belts is like the lowest, right? So white belt is where maybe most of us are here today, which is under 500,000 rand per year. In this category, your business is considered too high risk to qualify for funding just yet. And the reason is because you do not have what we call an RCAS. That is a reliable customer acquisition system. You do not have what we call product market fit. Arnold, in his talk now, just shared with us that on a weekend with software, you can get a minimum viable product that you can give to your first customers and get feedback from. White belt, under 500,000 rand per year. We then move on to blue belt. This is when your product or your services are capable to be put in front of customers and you're consistently signing business. That would be 500,000 rand, all the way to 2 million per year. Then we have purple belt. Purple belt is when you need to be VAT registered. So this is now 2 million rand per year, all the way up to 30 million rand per year. Brown belt, 30 million to 100 million. This is when you start hiring executives and bringing on boards of directors into your business. And black belt, it's over 100 million per year. If there are any black belts in this room, please talk to me for coffee afterwards. Anyone over 100 million per year, I'm just teasing. But I really want to leave you all with the idea that you can absolutely grow your business from wherever it is right now through getting customers. You might have seen stats that 99% of businesses fail. I've failed 8 businesses in my life personally. I've lost hundreds of thousands. All money that I made through waitering, 7 days a week. I've lost a lot. I understand that business can be tough, and you can feel like everything is against you all the time. But I want to leave you with a strong sense that it's entirely skill-based. There is no luck. You can go from white belt to blue belt, to purple belt, to brown belt, to black belt. And if you're not sure where to start, I would recommend starting with the rule of 100. So if you have a product or a service that you can offer to people today, the rule of 100 is that for 100 days, you commit to one of these 4 activities. Choose one. 100 direct messages. That would be 100 direct messages to other business owners or customers on platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, or Twitter. 2, calling. Calling, 100 calls per day. I personally did this for about 8 months, and it was brutal, but it really does shape you, and it teaches you a lot about rejection and customers and putting yourself out there. Number 3, 100 Rand a day of ads. You can start with meta ads, very easy to learn on YouTube. You can learn how to set up a lead form that captures lead data and calling that customer who's opted into your ad so you can sell them your product or service. And the last one is 100 minutes a day of content. This is content that you can film on your iPhone or your Android in front of a tripod, and you can post it on Instagram. I mean, Kwezi himself, he found me from one of my ads that was on Meta, where I was speaking about the funding gap that exists in South Africa. And from there, he reached out to me on LinkedIn. So content allows you to multiply yourself. Think about it, right? My name's Ben, I'm standing here today, but right now I've got thousands of videos on social media that are getting views while I'm at this event. I've cloned myself, and I'm presenting myself in front of customers every single day with what we call leverage. So if you're not sure where to start, that's exactly where I would start. Follow the rule of 100 for 100 days, pick one of the 4 activities, and give it all that you've got. Weekends do not exist for business owners. If you really want to take your business to new heights, you need to prioritize your business. You need to put it first. And you can absolutely go from white belt to blue belt to purple belt to brown belt to black belt. Thank you so much, guys. It's really an honor to speak in front of all of you. And thank you so much for being here, guys. I believe in you.
Thank you so much, James. I think, I'll be there.